Happy Monday, everybody. I am Jake the Red, and this video is coming out late because I completely wasted my weekend. But throughout wasting my weekend, I found the topic that I was going to talk about today, which, holy shit, my skin matches my shirt. I'm wearing a shirt. It's white, but I'm also very white. Today, I am going to talk about it, but I also want to talk about it. I saw the videos from YouTube and Philip DeFranco. I didn't watch the Casey Neistat because I don't much care for him and his content. I watched their videos on kind of forced perspective on YouTube and forcing happiness, which I agreed with a lot of the points, and I kind of want to share my doesn't really matter opinion to it because I'm not in the big on YouTube, so it's not really going to reach many eyes, I doubt. But I do agree with a lot of their points, being that a lot of people on YouTube and the internet in general force happiness, force the perspective of happiness, and me being one of them. But I like to think that I'm transparent within reason on YouTube. I don't tell you a whole lot about what's going on. I'm sorry I'm saying so much. I don't have a script, so I'm just kind of going off my cuff. So I do force, and most people do force happiness and force a perspective of happiness because that's what people want to see. Subconsciously, they don't go on YouTube saying, I'm going to watch happy people today. No, when you see a person being happy, it makes you happy. Like, genuinely happy, not douchebaggy happy. And I do that too. And what a lot of people don't realize, though, is that who you see in the YouTube channel that you're watching, that's not them. Most of the time, it's them putting on a personification, magnifying things about themselves that they want you to see. I do that. I project my voice. This isn't my voice. My voice is much harder to hear. It's much grumblier and a little bit deeper, to the point where, okay, here. To the point where it's very hard for people to hear me talk. It sounds like I'm tired all the time. Could you imagine trying to host a YouTube show like this? It is terrible. And I realized that in my first YouTube video where I did talk normal and I had to reshoot the whole YouTube video because I couldn't understand myself. So I had to redo it. But my point is that people put on and they magnify parts of their personality that make them interesting to watch on YouTube. I put on my personification because this is who I would want to see on YouTube. Somebody that's not super rambunctious. Not super rambunctious, not super loud. I do like Jacksepticeye, but he's not always super loud. And he's Irish, so it's hilarious when he's super loud. But not somebody that's super loud. When they do get loud, it is funny. You know, it's just it's something that I would want to see on YouTube. And that's who I based my whole Jake the Red persona around. This isn't, if you met me in real life, this isn't who I would be. I'm a little different. And that's the case with a lot of people. Not to say we're fake, not to say YouTubers are fake, but they know that to entertain, they're going to have to put on an entertaining face. And that's everybody that acts. Everybody that does anything in entertainment, they're not like that all the time. And it's rather exhausting, especially when I sit down for 6 hours and record and edit. It's exhausting putting up with that persona for that long. And that's just the way it is. And I try to mass record because I don't know when a mood swing is going to hit and I'm going to be sad. I'm going to have to force even harder being happy. I don't force being happy. I just force... I don't know how to say that. I force myself to be in a lighter mood. So that really drags you down. So people that act happy all the time, on the inside, they're just getting destroyed. So I lost my train of thought. Anyways, my point is that if I had a point, I'm not sure that I really had a point. I'm just kind of giving my idea of their points. But what I think my point would or should be is that be mindful of the people that you watch on YouTube, and don't... There's some YouTubers that just really drive that happiness thing way too far. They're like, their whole fan base is built off of like, I'm happy all the time, and no one is. No one is. Somebody, not somebody. Everybody experiences sadness at least probably 100 times during a week, and the varying degrees of sadness is left to be, left to be discussed. But the thing is, you're not going to find happiness. Well, you're not just going to stumble upon it. It's not going to find you. And that's what a lot of people kind of believe, and a lot of these people are pushing that, oh, you'll find happiness one day. Happiness will find you someday. Happiness doesn't find you. It's emotion that you create yourself with the situation that you're given in. I've been in several situations that were fantastic situations, but I was still a little down because I wasn't making myself happy with it. So you have to take the steps to make yourself happy. You have to be, healthy. You have to be you should be healthy and exercising because that promotes happiness. That just makes your body happier. You should be hanging around the right people at the right time. I went through, and I'm sorry if you were offended by this in any way. I know I've lost a few followers on social media. I cleaned out social media. Like, I'm following, I think, like 55 people on Instagram now, where I was following like 5,000. And I'm following maybe 30 people on Twitter. I deleted my Facebook completely because I'm striving to be happier and seeing certain things. I'll be honest, Facebook, I hate it. It makes me angry. Some of the people on Facebook make me angry. So I decided, instead of purging all my friends on Facebook, I deleted the app. I kept my Facebook account active so I could have Facebook Messenger so people can get a hold of me that need to. But you have to take steps to make yourself happy. And don't believe anyone on the internet. Don't follow their steps. You have to follow your own steps. So, in purging my social media, my feeds are more controlled. I can see things that I want to. It's not just like a bunch of random stuff anymore. I've started taking steps to be happier and healthier, which I believe everyone should. No, I don't want to make this vlog go on for too long. So, just know that, be wary of the personas on the internet. Don't follow them blindly, because they are humans too, and they make mistakes, and they have their own experiences. They experience sadness as well. Don't fall into that trap where you're just like so infatuated with this person that you will do anything they say. You have to follow your own path, I guess. Well, you got to beat your own path, and that's going to make the world difference. That you are really pushing yourself to be happy and not trying to follow somebody else's model of happiness, especially when it's fake happiness. YouTube is here to entertain you, so we have to be entertaining to you. A lot of the times we don't like to talk about the problems. When I retired from YouTube for a while, I didn't talk about why, because it was a problem of my own I had to deal with. So take that information, do whatever you will with it, hate on me if you want to, but that's my thoughts. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video, which I have written down. Hopefully it'll be out on time. I have to be to work in like 3 hours, so we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great Monday and the rest of your week. Bye.